It's quite often for people to go to Google Images whenever they're requiring images to put inside their work, whether it's for home or school. However, if you're not using Creative Commons type domain in order to find your images, you may be infringing copyright. Just to show you what I mean here, I'm going to type in the word apple under the Google Images. Here I'm going to do a search for images and say I really like this particular apple. Here I click on this apple, and yes, it's available. We can use any of these for viewing, but we cannot put inside our work, otherwise we're infringing copyright. Google has made this obvious by having images may be subject to copyright. So it means that it's covering all of the websites that are available looking for your key term, but that doesn't mean you can take it and put it in your work. However, you still can use Google Images. You just have to modify how you use Google Images. So I'm just going to go back to the Google Search, back to the very first page. If you look at the top right hand corner, you'll see a little cogwheel here where it says Options. You click on Options and go down to where it says Advanced Image Search. Here a new screen will pop up, and here I can enter in my keyword again, so I'll just use the same one, apple. And then you scroll down to where it says Need More Tools, Usage Rights. All images, regardless of licensing labeling, is what will come up automatically, as I've already mentioned. However, if I'm wanting to put this inside my work, so I want to include only images labeled for reuse so that I can put it in my work. If I was going to put it into something that was for commercial reasons or for advertising, I would have to also include this check mark for a further filter. If I wanted to distort the image or change it in some way, then I would have to also include this modification. In this field, I'm just going to be looking for something I can put as is right into a presentation. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Then once I have this selected, only images labeled for reuse, it will actually search all of the items on the internet through the Google search engine through lots of different platforms where people have said, hey, go ahead and use this picture. So say I really like this picture of this apple. Here it still says images may be subject to copyright, but with that filter I know that this is a Creative Commons type domain picture, and the person that's created the picture and put it online is okay with me using it. In order for me to cite this, I would not cite the Google browser. Instead, I would go to where it says website for this image. This is where it would take me to the actual image site the actual site where this image is located. Here it would take the URL up at the top, and this would be what I would cite in my work. So it's just a minor tweak in Google Images. You can still use it. Another really quick place to go that is quite common, which is actually the first place that I go to, is Microsoft Office Clipart online. So when you're outside of Microsoft Office Clipart products, so for example, maybe you're doing some web design or some wiki work or whatever it may be, you may want to go here and just see what images exist. Here you would go in and do your search, so I'll just be consistent here and use the same description. And I can choose if I want them to be illustrations, if I want them to be like cartoons or animations, etc. So any of these I am free to use inside my work. I can copy and paste them, or I can download various sizes to put in my work. Here I would actually cite Microsoft Office Clipart as a blanket in my references. So quite often if I'm creating things on a digital platform, I will use a blanket statement somewhere inside my work, either at the beginning or the end, that would say all images are from Microsoft Office Clipart unless otherwise stated. This is usually the first place that I go to find images. There's some great ones here. The other option is sometimes you're looking for music, or maybe you're looking for a presentation that exists already, such as the video that you had already seen in relation to Creative Commons. Here I can actually go to creativecommons.org. So that's creativecommons.org or creativecommons.ca for the Canadian version. And here you can go in and you can explore lots of different places where you can find music, where it's okay to use it without infringing copyright. One thing about music that is important to consider is that if I purchase a song on iTunes, I have purchased that for myself for my own listening pleasure. I do not have the license to put it inside work to share with other people. Nor do I have the license to be able to take that and put it into a different type of medium. So it's important to realize that even though you might have paid 99 cents for a song, it doesn't mean you own all the rights to that song. You only are available to be able to listen to it for your own personal listening pleasure. Hopefully this is helpful, and hopefully you can see how you can go to a couple different places for images for your work, as well as how you can look for music and other pieces for your work. Thank you.